Check 1, 2. We have to do a sound check because I'm an idiot. We are going to see if this is working. Most likely it is not because we will see in a second. We are about to kick things off. There's a ton of shit going on in the world. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing absolutely fantastical. And I am just checking to see. Okay, so we are live. The last problem I have to solve is my audio. Outbook. Check 1, 2. Let's see if this solved the problem. Thank you for bearing with me. Like these technical difficulties. I'm like a one-man nerd and I'm old as fuck. So all of these updates, they just catch me by surprise. So let me work through this. I think we're good. So we're going to do a couple things. There's a bunch of fucking crazy news to get into. I think the question on a lot of people's mind is how do we make plays on what is about to happen? And if you're coming to me for answers, you're looking at the wrong place. But we're going to kick shit off. So I'm going to do two things. So one of the things I want to okay, so if you've been tuning into the podcast for a minute, I have been on location creating art at the best art studio I've been at in a long time. And it's been a rocky road. It's been crazy. Long story short is I have been waiting for an offer to continue my work. I have a verbal agreement, but I still haven't seen shit on paper. And I'm kind of in this hold pattern. Like, do you just go to work and assume the contract is going to be to your needs, even though it was on a verbal agreement? Or do you wait for the contract to say you're hired, sign your name, and boom, I go to work and start building? It's interesting, and I don't know what the answer is. Long story short, I have been on hold mode for 2 days waiting for a contract. This is a giant organization. It takes time for people to do things. There's attorneys, a bunch of people involved. So I understand the delay. Tomorrow, we have a crazy build day where we are going to begin building a giant structure, and I'm going to be posting content about that. So even if I do not hear back as far as my contract goes, I have decided I'm going to work tomorrow to start making magic. There's a bunch of specialty work that I do in this field that I'm not going to do until the contract is ratified, clarified, and I know exactly what is happening. But there's some neat shit happening. So I'm going to see if I can do this. So one of the things that I'm hoping, one of the things that I will bring to the table is this crossover between digital art, NFTs, the blockchain, all this shit. I have several ideas on how to do it. For the first time in my life, I have been given an opportunity and a roadmap to deliver on some of these ideas that I have. Meaning like full port, do whatever you want. We are going to support you. So it's fucking big. And I'm going to start rolling stuff out over the next couple of months in a bunch of different forms. One of the things I want to put on all of the crypto nerds' radar or bucket list is fucking go to Burning Man. Put it on your bucket list. If you think going to NFT conferences, crypto conferences is a worthwhile venture, quadruple down on going to Burning Man because you will meet some of the most influential people on the planet. And if you are a builder, a dev, a creative, a software engineer, a lighting wizard, whatever the fuck your specialty is, there is going to be this crazy digital physical crossover, and it is going to become a necessity. Why? Because people will relish physical experiences. They are going to become few and far between. So magical physical experiences that you can activate digitally and have something come from it. Like we're seeing it right now. One of the things that's happening right now that I'm interested in is Jakey Hillhouse, Jakey.soul, or Soul Jakey on X. He and Steve have opened up the Based House, and it's really interesting what they're doing. Creators that come into the house have to launch a token, and the better the token does, the longer they can stay in the house. Which seems like a buying opportunity to me. Like, you just buy your own token, keep doubling down, and you're going to stay in that house till the end. But the gamification that they're bringing, it's interesting, and it's just like the start of this real fucking crossover. Why? Because crypto is fucking here. It's here big time. And what's interesting is every time crypto's about to pump, some kind of war pops off or bullshit happens. And it takes the focus away from the things that are happening. There was a tremendous bill recently passed. No talk about it anywhere. Why? Because a war is about to go into full port effect, and it is going to affect everybody. Everybody. The stakes are super high on this one because we have technical abilities that launch with the push of a button, and the destruction is unknown. Kind of like when we launched the fucking first atomic bomb and we had no idea how big it was going to be. We are tiptoeing into a fucking minefield that is horrendous. I don't know. And man, I get sidetracked so easily. I love it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick one song off. And while I do that, the interaction between Burning Man and crypto is about to be substantial. And yes, for years and years, I have friends that I met at Burning Man, and those same friends were part of the team that launched Ethereum. And I met them well before Ethereum ever came into the playing field. Where did I meet them? On the playa at Burning Man. I have a list of stories of individuals that I have met, interacted with, listened to their visions well before they became reality. Burning Man is filled with creators, gamblers, people who are on the edge that are pushing all of the fucking boundaries everywhere. And the expression for these people is released for 1 week at Burning Man. And it's a fucking magical week. It's a shit ton of work. I literally work year round, 365 days a year, in conjunction with helping a community build and fucking do awesome shit at Burning Man. What does that mean? It means you have a team of 300 people and you bring giant things to Burning Man and sound systems and DJs from around the world, and thousands of people gravitate the minute you turn this shit on. This shit is fucking awesome. And because I'm like this crypto NFT nerd, I'm going to weave all of this stuff into some of the things that we are going to be producing over the next year, like big stuff with big players. And once I get my contract, I will let you know who and what the deal is. But until then, I'm confident that it's happening. I am on site making magic daily. Tomorrow's maybe like a 15, 16-hour day with a bunch of skilled motherfuckers operating heavy equipment, doing some awesome things, and really creating some magic. Yeah, like the videos tomorrow are going to be good. Like I'm going to start pumping some shit out. And while I go get a beer, I am going to play a video of Burning Man. This was 2022. And I'm just going to play it. There's probably no sound for it. Do with that what you will. But I will add some of my own horse shit, and I'll be right back. And let me check the screen to see what you guys see. Okay, here we go. All right, just kind of watch some of this shit. It's magical. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's in the desert. All of this stuff is brought to create joy for onlookers, people that are experiencing this for the first time. It is fucking magical. You guys enjoy this for a minute. I'll be right back. We're almost there. Take it easy. That might be Vitalik. I think that was definitely Vitalik Buterin. That is the Thunderdome, a place where you go to do battle. It is crazy. We're going to get into the news, nerds. We're coming. Look at these people. You know what we are looking at? We are looking at people having more fun than they have ever had in their entire life. And the analogy that I have is if you were a kid and went to your first high school dance and decided not to dance, to sit on the sidelines because you felt embarrassed, worried about what other people were going to think. Burning Man is this place where that individual can go and dance. And he will dance, she will dance, they will dance, and nobody cares or notices. They may join you. And it's this feeling of, holy fuck. This is a community that is beyond belief. It's an amazing fucking event. And I hope all of you get an opportunity to experience it. I'm not going to shill it anymore. No mas. I want to shill it. No, I'm going to shill it more. Not shill it. But I am going to tell you guys what is happening with this event as we prepare for it. So, long story short, where I am, we were supposed to take this giant art car down to Los Angeles for an event on the 21st of June. So it was supposed to be in a couple of days. It was canceled. To give you an idea of the scope of this, to get this art car down to Los Angeles from kind of Northern California, where I am at the moment, it takes 8 18-wheelers filled to the brim to get everything down to where we go. The deployed team The skill deployed team is like 30 people. The overall team is 300. It is a huge fucking production. And this is the fucking magic, right? Like tech wizards at the top of their game in all of their playing fields. And they are involved in this community giving free labor, meaning they are donating their time because they want to be involved in this art experience that we deliver to thousands of people. Here's the interesting rub. Like these tech people are at the top of their game. They're gigachads. They've won. They don't give a shit about crypto at all. Why? Because they don't need to. It's a gamble, right? And imagine if you had everything you ever wanted. Would you be gambling and betting in the crypto field? And the answer is, I would, but most people wouldn't. Our fucking crew of crypto people, blockchain people, NFT people is so fucking teeny tiny. Most people just don't fuck with it. They're not looking, they already won. They don't need to win. They're dialed into their life, enjoying life off of their ideas. And these are the people in this community. So when I talk to these individuals and I ask them about crypto, what do you know? They don't care. Not at all. But when I mention soulbound tokens as kind of a ongoing resume of activity that can't be forfeited, all of a sudden they're interested, not to make money, but just in the aspects of how to really build a community. I'm walking into a situation where a robust community of over 300 people already exists. And the technical wizardry involved in this community, they're ready to do shit. And it's interesting. I know a ton of devs or software engineers that are not creatives. They don't want to do creative work. They want you to tell them the task and they'll deliver it. They don't want to be involved with anything that is not black and white. The abstract views, the 3D renderings, the mind share shit. They don't give a fuck. Give me a task and I'll do it. So if you have a community filled with people that want to bring their skill set to light, and you offer a canvas, a beautiful canvas and pastels and different mediums to interact with that canvas with, all of a sudden these community members get activated. Why do they get activated? Because this work that 300 people do delivers a product that touches thousands of people. And when I say touches thousands of people, I mean thousands of people will be in the DMs, on the phone, on Instagram, on all these platforms saying, the night I spent at your event was the best night of my entire life. Thank you. Like, that shit is fucking heavy. And there's this crazy disconnection between what happens in this desert, in this remote location for a week, and what happens online. And there doesn't have to be. And there was this time where at Burning Man, when the digital stuff started to come in, everybody hated it. And I'm talking, I went to Burning Man when you could drive your car 120 miles an hour in the middle of this dried up lake bed, shooting guns over your head as you're driving your car. Like no rule, no anything. Future forward 30 years, this event still persists. It still draws crowds of seekers and mindshare individuals that have so much to offer. They just don't know how to express it. They want to dance, but they're embarrassed. They couldn't do it in high school because fear of rejection. But those same individuals with this pent-up frustration, they go to Burning Man and they decide to dance and people applaud and say, welcome home. Your new community supports you. And that's like fucking crazy. It's Burning Man is what NFTs hope to be. Like that's like what meme coin communities with a bunch of MFers getting rich and enjoying life together. That's what Burning Man is. If you don't believe me, do some research. But trust me, put it on your fucking bucket list. It will change your life in the best way possible. The best way possible. You might even start cutting your own hair like I do. I haven't been to a barber. I haven't been to a barber in 30 years. I do it myself. Every fucking time. And a lot of times I fuck it up like this one, but sometimes I don't. But just I don't know. I don't even know how that segues into any of what I'm trying to get into. And it doesn't. It doesn't. We are going to get into some news, some shit that's going on. Because there's some shit going on. I don't know if you guys tune into the news or anything, but shit's fucking erupting. How do we play this shit? Are you guys shorting shit? Leave word in the comments. I'm not going to read them. What I will say is this, is that there's probably a link on my Abstract stream. There's usually a link on my X page. I don't know about YouTube. These guys, I don't know what they do. But if you guys want to come on the stream, you can do that. I would love to get some alpha. You don't have to put your camera on, but if you want to come on, just do it. You know what? And I will turn on this so the chat overlay is on. And then there's one other thing that I need to check because this is fucking, apparently there's a system that people have where they can just see all this shit. I don't know what that system is and nobody will share it or tell me. But, okay, yesterday, Death Fund when? Good morning. Okay, so I don't know if these are today. I am trying to respond to some text on Abstract. Okay, so let's get into the Abstract conspiracy. So on Abstract chain, the link for the stream is there. If you want to come on, just do it. Just fucking do it. Get out of your comfort zone and come on the stream and let us know what the fuck is going on. Let me know what you're thinking about, what you're looking at, what you are watching. It would be appreciated. But you know what? Actually, I don't give a shit because I'll just keep doing this shit. Yeah, like, I mean, like I'm a retard that's streaming live. Who does that? Like, who the fuck actually does that? But I do it. Why? Because I like looking at the crypto news. I like figuring out what's going on. And there's a bunch of shit going on. And all the shit that's going on, I have commentary about it. Commentary that absolutely nobody wants to hear. I can invite 10 people in my stream. I don't know if you guys know that. Clearly you do, but you don't care. This is... Oh, I'm going to pop this up real quick. You know what that is? That's me. I'm an old motherfucker, as you know. But that PFP is a custom-generated PFP from the Final Bosu team. Their original collection launched on Ethereum. It is called the Bosu Legacy. Everything is fucking tanking. Everything's crashing. If you want to find a team to invest in, I love this team. I love what they're doing. The Final Bosu collection on Ethereum, you purchase one of these badges. If you have a badge, you turn it into the team with a picture of yourself. And it takes them a bit, but they're artists, these brothers, they create your custom PFP and it becomes part of the lore that they are building. I got mine. I'm fucking super stoked. So it is something that I think is interesting. And I also am a final Bosu holder on the abstract chain. And I love them. Like, I'm not leaving. I love the team. They're building stuff. And so here's another idea that I'm just going to throw out that I've been thinking about. So, for instance, this organization that I am now a part of, though I don't have anything written down, but I have verbal confirmation from the people at the top saying we're going to move forward. And I'm just waiting. So, one of the things I'm thinking about doing is I have my final Bosu custom PFP. I have one other medallion that I purchased for about 1 ETH a while ago. And I am thinking about trying to purchase these medallions. And for this organization that I'm currently doing stuff with, maybe we will start just populating the NFTs with custom PFPs. And what I might do is, like, if I can hold all of the badges in my wallet and get the individuals in this organization to switch their PFP to one of these final Bosu PFPs, it could start a big thing. Why do I say that? Because the people in this organization are like a big deal. And if I can convince the top 5 people, the top 10 people, whatever, hey, I bought you a final Bosu medallion, and I would love for you to give me your picture, and I'm going to turn it into a custom PFP for you that will live on the blockchain forever. And most of them don't care. Hopefully they all say yes. But if I can wrangle a couple of these individuals into this scenario, trust me, I will be talking to Kevin and Kaito and all of the brothers in the final Bosu team. And when I say, hey, you guys just created PFPs for these individuals, how would you like to proceed? And they're going to fucking flip their wig. So that is what we like. We will take it. These are like, that was way too much alpha to throw out, because that's like a secret plan that I have. Like, part of this back end, get everybody on the blockchain however I can. But the Bosu legacy on Ethereum is something to watch, especially if you want your own PFP. And if you want to become a part of the Bosu legacy, the final Bosu storyline that is just beginning. I believe in these guys. I don't care if NFTs come or go. These guys are mixing their hands in the right salad bowls. And I don't eat salad. I'm a meat eater, carnivore, but I respect what they're doing in the kitchen. And I'm going to support it. And if I can figure out some weird way to support it that I'll breathe life into later, it will be very interesting. Man, there's so much stuff I want to say, but I am just going to wait a bit. As soon as I get a piece of paper, I'm going to be so happy. So happy. Holy moly. And then the content's going to absolutely change. The script is going to flip. Man, you just got, like, you just sit and wait, you know? What do I think about this? It's crazy. Like, the life, you individuals may see this as you get older. If you have parents, if whatever, life periodically throws things at you that change everything, that redefine your trajectory. And a lot of these are family involved. I had a plan, but then COVID happened and I lost my entire art studio, 3,500 square feet filled with shit, gone. As I was trying to put things back together, my father got sick with cancer, and I decided to move across the country to Florida to be closer to family and help deal with that. Dealing with that was the worst 2.5 years of my life. This individual hated me, but needed help in the last 2.5 years of his life. And the abuse that was dealt out abuse comes, like, if you are ailing and on your last couple chapters of life, you're not happy. And we don't have to get into all the things, but it's like people are just pissed and they let people know. And if you're trying to give care to somebody that always hated you, they let you know in spades. So it makes fucking every day super difficult. But I showed up and I was there and I did it. And it took a huge part of me on the back of me losing everything else. And I don't know, there was like some time of uncertainty, and then I fucking walked into this interesting scenario and everything is about to change. Literally everything. And I will be back to doing what I know and love. And I will bring value to a giant community and help give direction and shape what's going to happen and bring creative ideas and all these things that I love to do and have spent a lifetime doing. I'm going to be given the opportunity to do it again. What does that mean? It means a couple of days ago when I was talking to the head of the organization, they said, we are going to give you the reins to do whatever you want. And as a creative, that's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It means absolutely enormous things are about to come down the fucking pike, and I'm so excited. But I still don't have anything in writing yet. Which is, my father, he was an attorney. And I'm an artist, right? Like, if somebody just says, like, I'll do most shit for free because it tickles me creatively, which is ridiculous because you should get paid for your insight, your value, your worth, your wisdom, your initiation, your ability to create efficiency. But sometimes as an artist, you're so happy to get to produce something on a bigger scale, you'll do it for free. I've done it my entire life. This scenario that I just walked into, everything is going to change. Everything. So I'm fucking super excited. All right, so we get into crypto news and see what the fuck's going on, because there's a lot of shit going on. There is a lot of shit going on. And I am going to kill my fan. No? Did that do it? Okay. Let's get into it. Is it still Wednesday? All right, yeah, it's fucking Wednesday. It is the 18th of June. Solana, we're going to check on prices, but Solana seems hot. Bitcoin, it is like a rat or a cockroach in like a nuclear war zone. It doesn't give a fuck. My question is, even before we get into more, like, I get sidetracked easily, as you could tell. The Bitcoin price, we're having a red day. We're going to have some red days. We're going to have some green days. Does shit get ballistic? And do we see Bitcoin retrace all the way down into the 60, 70K range? Now, that will create an enormous amount of what are perceived to be top blasters. It's so fucking crazy how this always happens with crypto. Just when it seems like the world is figuring shit out and crypto's about to take off, the world lets us know, hey, we are still archaic in everything that we do. The Bitcoin trajectory, maybe it takes another 10 years to click in. Like let that resonate for a minute. What if it takes crypto 10 years to get footing? We've got the plateau to begin building, but yeah, like there's other shit going on. We are still fighting each other. And now it's become I don't know. I do know that TradFi is absolutely shitting, while Bitcoin is kind of in this zone where like we're chilling. We're chilling. Oh, and this is interesting. I just heard some guy named Rasmer. He said that Solana hit $290 because of Pump.Fun. There's a news flash for Rasmer. I'm not sure if he knows that Solana's price movements are not dictated by Pump.Fun in any way. Pump.Fun has been not even quietly, but just turning all of the Solana they made into USDC and removing it from the space. So I don't know. I don't give a fuck what you think about Pump.Fun. It's just a thing. It's not moving the price of Solana at all. What moved the price of Solana was Donald Trump, not Pump.Fun. So, like, I was in a space and heard this guy say this, and I was like, that is, but clearly he's pumping his bags and all his shit. So good for him. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy to me. We have World War III whispers. They're starting to get louder. Is this, man, the shit is getting crazy. Crypto. We're going to look at the DXY and gold and see what they're doing on the daily. When, and I know even before looking at the gold prices, I do know that gold is probably going to be up as people think yesteryear. I'm reminding you that I just said we are archaic. We are still going to war because we can't solve ideas like humans. So when we think about all of this shit, and we think about these archaic people thinking panic is setting in, what can I purchase to save my family? And they're buying gold. And here's the interesting thing. Most of these MFers are not buying physical gold. They're buying digital gold. Right? They're buying a digital representation of that. And they know it's safe and they feel like they're covered. When these people understand that that purchase made in digital gold, digital Bitcoin would have 100x their strife, holy shit. I don't know how long it's going to be before the world realizes. Do we need to find gold on an asteroid? Does the CERN Institute need to fucking make fucking gold in the Bitcoin collider? Again, I don't know. What I do know is when the supply of Bitcoin runs out, there's going to be no idiots at the fucking Hadron Collider making new Bitcoin. It's done. Zero more. No asteroid will land and deliver more Bitcoin. We will not have interplanetary travel and find more Bitcoin, which may happen for a ton of valuable minerals in the ecosystem. To think that gold, uranium, all these things are only on Earth is a miscalculation. Huge. There's fucking meteors floating around just filled with the shit. We just haven't figured out how to tap into it and bring it home. The minute we find one of these things, it all loses value. All of it. Holy fuck nut. I don't know. We're going to do a bathroom break. We're going to find a song that is not horrendous, that does not violate YouTube or any of those things. And it's not easy. Ooh, all right. And why does nobody want to come on stream and shoot the shit? I get it. You just want to be entertained. I am sorry, I am not a great entertainer, but yo, whether people know it or not, I have had initiatives, ideas my entire time in this space. I'm on wax with all of it. I have goals to build things and desires. I am a creative with a lifetime resume of creating huge art pieces around the world. When life gets in the way, shit changes and you have to adapt. I have showed up in this crypto space regardless of what is happening in my life, literally every single day for the last 4 years. It's because I love it. I believe in it. I see where it's going. I also see the ability to fill a gap that has been missed by so many. And I've watched it. I've taken notes. I have a delivery system. I just needed somebody to give me runway and belief in my creativity to say, let's see what you can do. And that just happened. Yeah, it's exciting. All right, we're going to get into crypto news. We're going to do a whiz break. And yeah, why don't you guys get some merch or something? We're going to do a whiz break. Here we go. Oh, almost. All right, nerds. I am so sorry. Life happens, right? When it happens, you just got to go. You got to go and you got to go. If you are tuning in, thank you. I appreciate it. Even if you are a bot, I appreciate it. I really do. Holy shit. My glasses are so dirty. I don't know if you noticed. I didn't notice. I don't care. But when I try and look through them in the light, I'm like, holy moly. All right, I feel better. I feel better. Okay, nerds, let's get into some news that is on my list. And just so you know, like, I go through a bunch of shit. Like, this isn't just spit out of ChatGPT. I will say that ChatGPT helps, but I iterate. I don't know. If you're not using AI in your workflow, what the fuck are you doing? You're delivering subpar shit. Everything I say off the cuff is subpar shit because ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, nobody helped me. And I will try and say less of that because how do we deliver value? I don't want to fucking deliver value. Yes, I do. I want to deliver magic and value, and they can be wrapped up together. Who's going to Burning Man? Have you ever been to Burning Man? Have you ever heard anybody talk about it? Is it on your bucket list? Those are 3 questions. Are you going to Burning Man? Have you ever been? Have you ever heard anybody talk about it? Those are terrible questions, but we're going to leave it at that. I can't stress enough what a game changer this experience can offer anybody that is in the crypto space. Dancing Eddie, you need to go to Burning Man. Your life would change and never, ever be the same again. If you don't follow Dancing Eddie on X, you absolutely should. All right, nerds, let's get into it. What is going on? What caught my eye that might be interesting? Jerome Powell. Okay. We had the rate decision today. We're going to get into that in a minute. There's so many narratives that in the crypto space we thought would play out because we're trying to tell the fortune of the future, and it is impossible. And yes, there are people that pick it correctly, but all of them, they get lucky. I don't know many people that have elevated to the top echelon. Yes, putting in work, showing up consistently, and being good at what you do is a necessary ingredient. Legacy, your family, the school you went to also become ingredients. The biggest ingredient is fucking luck. Period. Fucking period. Some people get lucky and some people don't. That's just how the game goes. If you're in it, you got to understand, right? So the lucky people, are they smarter, better, faster? No, they're fucking luckier. Does that mean you should hang out on their coattails? Maybe, because luck rolls off. I am unlucky. When I walk into a casino in Vegas, everybody starts losing. And it takes about 4 minutes before security says, "Sir, we would like you to leave the casino." I say, "I haven't even done anything." People are losing big time. And everybody thinks it's you. So I go. Fed Day fallout. Bitcoin is just under 105. We're going to check on the numbers in a moment. It's down from the 109. Man, we rejected that number. And it's so fucked up. These technical analysis nerds saying we're going to reject Bitcoin because it's at the Fibonacci, blah, blah, blah. Yo, where did war play into your fucking Fibonacci schedule? It didn't. You're fucking When are we gonna stop having war? Like, is that the answer? It does feel good to box the shit out of somebody when you're pissed off. Sometimes it even feels good to take a shot in the face when you're pissed off, like just to get shit going. It doesn't mean we need to do what we're doing. It really doesn't. I don't, maybe it does. Maybe fucking tribalism is too strong and tribes want to grow. And if you're not in my tribe and I'm not in your tribe, it's time for war. And maybe that's what's happening. Maybe we've just decided there's no better way for tribes to move forward without one dominating the other. Apparently that's what we're yeah, it let's kill motherfuckers over it. All these, there's so much conflict going on over ideology and tribalism. Here's a flip script. Do you guys think that AI gets so good and so dialed in, not even in the next 3 years, in the next year, where it actually generates an answer to what is religion? What is the correct religion? What's the first religion? Who is God? Is there a God? Are there aliens? This level of fucking insight that not LLMs, but fucking actual fucking the next generation of AI is going to deliver is going to, I think it's going to catch us off guard. I think it's going to be too much information too fast. Like why they don't release the Epstein files or the fucking Kennedy files or the alien files. I don't know. Because we can't handle it. I think this shit is going to hit us like a fucking shithouse mouse in the face. Wadak. And we're just going to be like, what? It's going to be interesting. And then what'll be more interesting is I think at some point the things that I think are coming, I think we will see definitive proof giving us history that matters. I think we will, in the next 5 years, see one of the laws of physics broken that we have built the world upon. And if there's aliens or interplanetary travel or whatever the fuck this shit is, some law of physics as we know it needs to be altered. I think these two things, we understand the origin and we understand where we're going. And it comes with breaking the laws of physics as we know it and clearing up our history. Imagine if some directive came out from AI that said, this is the true God. Like, God's maybe a bad example. But when we think about all the religious struggles across the world, if some religions are real and some religions are made up, would that be interesting information to have on the playing field? Yeah. Would it cause crazy debates? Fuck yeah. And if AI said aliens are God, they're real, time travel exists, aliens have been around forever, I think there would be this crazy group of people that would decide, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of it. And I am going to stay whatever religion they're in and just decide to stay with their fucking tribe. Like, that's the shit. Like, can we break this mentality where people are like educated and evolved and understand that there's a bigger picture? And it's not about these little I don't even know. I just think the next couple years are going to be, man, filled with wonder and awe and all kinds of shit. Sui, why the fuck is Sui down so much? Hype, Ada Link, they are all cut deep. I think the thing that is interesting to watch right now is Hyperliquid. It's one of my favorites at the moment with Solana and Bitcoin. And my question is, I look at all of this activity that takes our focus off of this space as it's either a plus or a curse. Here are the two scenarios. It's a plus because it presents a buying opportunity for anybody who has been in the space. It's a curse because this shift of focus, what if it doesn't come back the way we knew it? And we've seen it already evolve. We've seen the crypto NFT meme coin space continue to evolve with technological developments, world events, whatever the fuck it is. Shit keeps changing. Everybody has hoped the 2021 NFT revolution would return and these assets would turn into gold future forward. But the goalposts keep moving. In the next couple of years, we are going to have games that come out that are going to be fucking fantastical. They will incorporate your NFT, let you put your own identity into the game. You can earn rewards. You can bring it to any fucking game you're in the metaverse, whatever the fuck you want. Like, we are on the edge of some neat shit happening. AI is going to make it happen quicker than we thought possible. When are you buying into your tokens? Are you panicking? Have you decided to stable up for a minute for the next month and see who the fuck are we at nuclear war? Whoa. Think about it, right? That's what's on the table. Fuck drones and fucking hypersonic missiles. The king and queen, right? We watch the pawns move forward. The knights fucking come in. We haven't seen the nukes come in. That's what this is fucking about. Now, the only thing I don't like about all this shit is, I don't know if you guys remember the whole fucking war that was started over weapons of mass destruction that they didn't exist. Is this fucking bullshit rhetoric? It's hard to say. The thing that I do know is that in Israel, they are hands down like the number one dudes of information. Dudes of information. They would love that. They are thick. All of the places that do not like Israel, Mossad is active. And they have been under the fold, in the cut, in the shadows for years. And their intel is incredible. Their agents have the ability to pull off shit that is so crazy. Do you know the pagers that blew up? The backlog and the fucking reverse engineering to make that shit happen. That's fucking big shit. That's Mossad. You think the CIA is big, the FBI, Interpol, MI6? Fucking Mossad is the GOAT. And for years, I think the first time I really heard Netanyahu say that Iran was going to be this nuclear powerhouse was maybe in like 2003. All information delivered by Mossad, agents that they had in Iran at the time. Intel it was kind of groundbreaking at the time, like just hearing that shit, like just the warning. And he's continued the warning. And whether it's just a personal vendetta or the actual output of Mossad, and Netanyahu's been telling everybody, sounding the bell forever. Who knows? I don't know. I do know that Mossad is badass, and seems like the intel that they're able to scope up and put together is pretty bomber. I don't know. Do with that what you will. But shit, this shit is fucking interesting. I don't know. World War III would suck if we go nuclear. Have you guys seen the hypersonic missile explosion? Other bombs are falling, and all of a sudden, this hypersonic missile comes like boom, just fucking shits and giggles gone. Just pow, shit's fucked up. So, like, it was so wickedly fast, it seemed like it was from the future. Think if you were on either side and that landed close enough for you to feel the report of that fucking explosion. I heard there was a gentleman near the explosion. The blast, he was laying down and it knocked him to his ceiling and back down to the bed. Like 8 feet. You're in your apartment and a bomb goes off instantly near you. No warning, just hypersonic missile. Bam! And your shit is fucked up. Holy fuck. Think of the sound, the destruction, the flames. And it's all for what? Like, but I don't know if there's, like, I guess we're beasts and we're gonna stay beasts. When you think of lions and a new lion trying to take the reign for the herd, like that's a battle. And it's coming and everybody knows it's coming. It's part of life. Are these wars saying that we don't have the ability to play chess beyond this bullshit? The old guy's going to leave, the new guy's going to come up. Do you need to battle to the death for that and involve all these, like, we know how the chessboard's going to play out. Is death and destruction a necessary ingredient for the point to get across? There was a time where, yes, I would agree it would have been. There has to be a better way. And yes, there are situations that arise that you need to fight your way out of. I've done it. I get it. I've been in those battles. Unpredicted, unprovoked, unannounced, and all of a sudden you're in a shit show. And it becomes a reactionary life or death, fight or flight, and you pick what you're going to do. Sometimes you don't pick. It just happens. I stand my ground. And that in itself creates its own problems. Like you can't control it. You either run or you stay and put your dukes up. And like, can those things be avoided? I don't know. Like, are people just going to continue being people and fucking each other? I don't know what the answer is. Somebody let me know in the chat. Maybe this is like the end of our fucking curve. Like maybe we can't grow past this. Maybe it's about to circle around and we're going to get I don't know what's going to happen. But it seems that we are at this apex of our abilities and we've got all of these tools that can give us direction and insight on how to move forward, but yet we're not going to use them to figure out a path. We're going to use these new tools as agents of destruction to destroy each other. Is that the best way? I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't. And I was a kid that grew up getting the shit kicked out of me at home and out of the home. And I knew as a very young individual that, wow, this is shitty. There's a better way to live life. I don't know. Maybe we're not supposed to get it. Maybe we're supposed to suffer and figure it out the entire time. I don't know. If All right, let's get into news. Justin Sun, this guy has been making fucking chess moves while SBF, CZ, a list of other MFers have just fumbled the ball. What does that mean? It means Tron is going fucking public. Why is that a big deal? Well, I think he just announced a couple of days ago that Eric Trump was going to be stepping onto the board. This shit, like this is like the biggest government contract in the world. Think of it like that. Right? If you let's take a construction let's take a maintenance company, a construction company, a janitorial company, whatever the fuck it is. If you're some sort of business that's on the fringe and you land a government contract, let's say you're going to clean all of the buildings on the House and Senate side every single day. You've got 8,000 rooms to clean. You're going to need a staff of 14,000 to do it. When you land those government contracts, like it's a money train, like it's go time. Business is good. It's a fucking huge win. Justin Sun, he's played this interesting long game. And it's fucking worked. Like it's worked. Tron going public is huge. Having Eric Trump involved with this is a future forward play on where we're going. Why do I say that? Because the Trump family is not done. It may be Donald's last term, but this is a legacy family. The Kennedys, the Bushes, the Clintons. This is fucking where we're going. And this is big. Like, this is another type of shit. I don't even know what it's called. But if you think the Trump organization is done, I think you're wrong. Which is the only reason I continue to talk about the Trump token, which I still have not purchased in on. We're going to check in on the price. My buy zone was between $10 and $11. I think we're below that in the 9-ish range. We're going to look, but I think it's a play, a risky fucking play, but a long-term play on what may come. Are you in it for the long term? Like, can you hold shit for 5-10 years? Trump coin, it's not going anywhere. It's on chain. His family's in the mix. Like, you think his kids are going to let this shit die? Barron Trump, what is he at? NYU or fucking, I don't know. He just graduated high school. He's at college, maybe first or second year. Like, this is a legacy shit that is getting ready to start. And this is the other thing that makes it really risky is I think how Trump moves through, let's say, the next 3 months, because like World War III may be starting. His decisions, his views, his play on all this shit, it is either going to catapult the United States into the supreme power future forward, or it's going to do serious damage. You got to bet, right? Maybe we'll even look at Polymarket. These odds probably aren't even up, but we'll look at Polymarket and see what's going on. Watching Justin Sun get into bed with Eric Trump, the next generation of Trumps, is the TLDR. Justin Sun, he's fucking smart. He's fucking brilliant. He's made the best play. His chess move was with not Donald Trump, but with his kids. Think about that. Like, think about it. Shit's about to kick off. We have the United States DeFi Protection Bill. It advances. What does that mean? It means House legislation moves forward. It is going to shield validators, miners, and coders from money transmitter laws. The shit they were trying to float down your throat a minute ago was horseshit. Who proposed it? I don't know. Maybe dickheads like Gary Gensler and the idiot Elizabeth Warren. What the fuck? We're going to flip the script. We are going to take it. This is awesome for us. The other thing that we are cheering about is the Genius Stablecoin Act. It is gaining steam. It is pumping. We like this. What does it mean? It is a bipartisan. What does that mean, you nerds? It means everybody in the House and the Senate on Capitol Hill, Democrats, Republicans, and independents, they all think, hey, this is good. This framework is how we build. If everybody in the fucking United States government says crypto's good, shit's going to rip. And it's going to rip so fast, so quick. The UX UI is going to become invisible and it's just going to be everywhere. Opportunity is still fucking here. How low do we see Bitcoin go? When is your buying opportunity? I need a number. Leave a chat. Leave it in the chat. I'm not going to read it, but I want a fucking number. How low do you think Bitcoin goes? My call is worst case scenario, Bitcoin hits $73,000. Post nuclear strike. What the fuck did I just say? Wow, that's how fucked up shit is. And then Bitcoin absolutely rips. Do you buy until what's going to happen? Let's future forward this shit. Look at the players, look at the stakes. Look at the tribalism and the hate on each side. Nobody will concede to the other side. How does it end? Two lions are going into the den. They're going to fight. Like sometimes when you want to fight, you don't give a fuck. Get out of my way. I want to fight this individual. You can't talk sense to me. Like it's go time. Is that just part of who we are? Is it how we live? Is it fucking the human nature? And we are never going to be able to evolve past this. And this will be a continued struggle. And as AI and bombs get faster, smarter, and drones attack us, do we get diminished to just these teeny populations that have to hide? I don't know. Clearly, I don't know. But all these things are worth thinking about. Okay, getting back to the Genius Act. In short, the TLDR, Jerome Powell and the Fed, right? The people that we wait on bated breath with every time there's an FOMC meeting and we're going to see what the fuck he does with our fucking economy. Like this dude just going to decide we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and shit rips or tears down and people get butt hurt and we're super happy. We haven't seen that in a minute. But this Genius Act means that the Fed is clearing jurisdictional outlook and they are not killing momentum in the process. And that's fucking really cool. Like we're getting what we asked for without putting penalty zones on both sides of the road. The Fed has just said, let's check it out. We're going to move forward. We're going to see what happens. So these things are awesome. Uniswap, you know what version we're on? No, you don't. We're on version 3. You know what's getting ready to launch? Exactly. Uniswap version 4, it is going to introduce some new things. We have some governance proposals. We have ramps. We have the Uniswap Foundation has gotten involved. They're setting guidelines for the rollout. They're going to bring custom pool logic and hooks and all these things that are starting to become super techy, super nerdy, and things that at some point we will no longer talk about. The analogy is this. When I was 15, the most important day in the world was the day you got your driver's license. It happened when you were 16, and that gave you freedom. And you got to get in a car and take off. Today, kids at some point will stop getting their driver's license. Why? Because AI is the car, and the car that you are in has no steering wheel. So as an individual, you're not getting to access mobility. Mobility's always been there. Like, I don't know, these evolutions are getting absolutely crazy. And at some point, they're so advanced, we won't notice them. We may will because we remember what it was like to get a driver's license and drive a vehicle and understand what manual transmission is, or ride a motorcycle, or ride an English motorcycle where the gears and the brakes are flipped, right? All of these skill sets that you get being a mechanical operator of a vehicle. You know how fun it is to drive a motorcycle 180 miles an hour, or drive a car and shift through all the gears and run it as hard as it goes? We are entering a zone where people will say, I don't know how to drive. It's below me. Like, I don't drive. This thing that represented freedom in my generation is going to be invisible for the next generation. Why? Because cars don't have steering wheels. You don't drive it, it drives you. It's making the decisions for you. Do you know how many life lessons you learn getting behind a wheel for the first time, getting into an accident, having to repair a flat tire, replacing a fan belt, a radiator, an oil change? Like, these things are going to disappear from our vernacular, and it's fucking crazy to me. But just like all that shit disappeared and we're getting into cars with no drivers, crypto will get from this messy Uniswap, SushiSwap fucking protocols to smooth operation, and whatever you want, it's you ask and it delivers it. And it's because of AI. Uniswap, like, it used to be a platform, I'd say 4 to 5 years ago. It was a platform that I was on every single day, because you would have an asset and you wanted to move it to another chain or another protocol, and Uniswap was the only place to do it. Today, all of these mechanical functions like driving, changing your tire, adding a new fan belt, they're incorporated in your wallet, your Magic Eden wallet. It does it all for you. You just hit a button and it does it all in one app. That's just like cars without drivers. You just get in and it goes where you want it to go in one app. I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is twofold. Don't sleep on Uniswap. They're doing a bunch of shit. They're not in the front and center anymore because people don't visit the platform the way they used to. It doesn't mean that they haven't been the GigaChats that are the back-end swap mechanism for so many protocols. So continue to watch these early players that you interacted with that are about to become invisible in a sense. It doesn't mean they're gone. It means they've fallen into the fold of progress. Uniswap is a winner. V4, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. The governance proposal stuff alone is kind of, if you're a fucking super nerd, it's interesting. All right, now let's get into some BTC shit. The hash rate, it has set a new record. You know what? I used to pull up. You know what? I'm not going to talk about what I used to do because we are going forward. What I want to figure out, like with content, right? I like there was a couple years where all my shit was NFTs. Like that's the only content I reported on, and the market was good, and it kind of disappeared. Do you guys think NFTs come back? How do they come back? And why do they come back? Is it this small collective of people that have this belief in it and they will always be here? The rotation will be consistent because we'll have winners and losers. People who don't get it, can't figure it out, and lose money, they leave. The people who figure it out and make money in the short time, they become community members and they stay. Is the tribalism that NFTs represent enough to keep people coming back? Did it peak? Are we done with it? Is the meme coin community evolution, did that take from NFTs? And when Alon and Pumped Out Fun, when their account got canceled for a short time, everybody was like, great, no more meme coins. We're going back to NFTs. That didn't happen. We will continue to evolve into the next fire that draws our attention. We are moths at best. And we're going to burn in the flame every time. Finding that next flame, being the first to see that light. That's what's interesting. Has it come yet? It's coming. Bitcoin setting a new hash rate is kind of a part of that, right? It's showing us that the Bitcoin network is super strong. We have, you know what? And I think before the last halving, I put up as in my Substack, which I haven't done a lot of lately, and I apologize if you are a Substack subscriber. But I used to post every single day the Bitcoin halving chart and how close we were and my ideas on all that stuff. And it's really interesting when we get, when it goes from 4 years and resets and we start climbing back up again. It's not a point of discussion until we're going to look at DXDY and gold in a minute. But like people panicking and buying gold. At some point, this aha moment happens and people realize, oh shit, the fucking gold is Bitcoin. And the digital gold I've been buying at times of strife, I should have been buying digital Bitcoin. The jump has not been made yet. And granted, in some of these really toughly impacted areas, yes, the people are buying physical gold and they are fleeing from their home with gold hidden on their body. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine going through checkpoints and having people pat you down and find your gold? Do you think they're going to let you keep it or are they going to take it? Bitcoin. It can be your address can be written on a piece of paper that you can get anywhere and put in the address and reclaim your Bitcoin. It's a piece of paper. If you needed to, you could remember it. It goes where you go. Forever. That's fucking crazy. And people don't fucking get it. They don't get it. We have Barachain. If you guys, all of these new chains pop up. Some get momentum faster than others. It's interesting to watch the correlation with NFTs and new chains that pop up. Are they able to open a meme coin corridor? Are they able to open up an NFT corridor and get degenerates, gamblers, traders, seekers of what's coming next to actually interact on their chain? Barachain had a bunch of run-ups, kind of caught with different shit along the way. And just like everything, some of these things will start pumping and the world happens around you and shit changes. Barachain, they have just opened up a public test net. It is a bear themed chain. They've got some interesting native liquidity primitives that are floating around. If you have not researched it, do some DYOR because Barachain is interesting. All the places, all the things are in place for them to create momentum and movement. They need community focus. When we're worried about World War III, it is so tough for marketers, salesmen, KOLs. I don't care what the fuck you call yourself. If you are bringing a new initiative to the playing field in a world that is filled with turmoil, it is so fucking hard to get traction. Do whatever you can to get that traction. And we're seeing people do it. Some are going to be huge winners. Some are going to be huge losers. I like Barachain. I'm interested what they're doing. The early access to their ecosystem, it's kind of floating around. So if you are interested, do some research. It is worth looking at. Restaking. Okay, so we just saw the Genius Stablecoin Act go through. It is going to impact gaming, NFTs, restaking, staking, double staking, triple staking, fucking stake this, stake that. It is going to affect it all. I love it. We are here for it. The other thing that is worth keeping on your mind, and I will publicly state this, I hate Coinbase. I think their service is horrendous. They do have a new wallet integration for Solana DEXs. Am I going to use it? No. Do I think it's worth telling you about? Yes. I don't know why. I don't know why. We need a better crypto to fiat mechanism, not only to buy crypto, but to turn crypto into cash when you need it. Coinbase is not the fucking answer. It's the problem. Wow, that was kind of fucking heavy. Sorry. I don't know. I had a couple interactions on Coinbase recently that I do not like. And I'm sour. Okay, so a couple things before we get into charts. The chart shit goes quick. We're going to look at shit, see what's happening right now. But in WTF news, meaning what the fuck is happening? The Pentagon has just deployed 2 aircraft carrier strike groups to the conflict region. That's big. Iran, they just rejected the United States calls for a ceasefire. No, it's on, motherfuckers. The 2 lions have entered the den. Now, is the lion the United States and Iran, or is the lion Iran and Israel backed by the United States? Who gets involved next? On Iran's side. Do not think that this is done. This is a 3-country ordeal. Shit is about to stack the fuck up. European ministers are starting to prepare for emergency nuclear talks with Iran. This is in lieu of the United States. They're like, we don't want to fuck with the US. We need to talk to Iran. How can we circumvent what we see happening? The answer is, I don't think that the lions are in the den. It's time to fight. The Asian stock market is currently falling, but gold and the yen are rising. They're stable coin, and people fucking love gold when shit goes south. Imagine if they all bought Bitcoin. It would be awesome if they were not top blasting Bitcoin. Like, imagine this strife that's just popping out. World War III is about to erupt. Imagine if everybody bought Bitcoin today and there was no longer a top blaster. People just started buying and it just went up and never stopped. It is coming. When I talked about some of the other allies moving into this equation, some of these other chess players, this is a giant chessboard. Pakistan, they have decided that we're listening to the rhetoric on both sides of shit, and we kind of agree with Iran more than Israel. This is going to drive a rift between Pakistan and United States relations. Absolutely. Like this shit is fucking blowing up. And now, right, we have Russia chiming in. They're busy fucking up Ukraine. And I think that's fucking a whole horseshit show. But in the midst of them deciding to fuck up Ukraine, and hey, hats off to Ukraine just fighting back like a motherfucker, 2 lions entered the den and you are not giving up. Period. But while you're fighting Russia in this den, you need to understand that Russia is now also fighting and entering other dens, which is fucking getting interesting. Russia has sent a message to the United States saying, United States, the assassination of Iran's supreme leader is off the table. We heard Donald Trump, I believe, say yesterday that we know exactly where the supreme leader is. And it seemed like the idea was that Trump is going to help Israel deliver some bunker busters that are going to be able to smush the supreme leader. Russia going on wax saying that that is a bad idea is like, shit just got super fucking hairy. I don't care how you look at it. Shit is fucking hairy. It really is. Now, how do we play the Bitcoin shit? Are you guys leveraging your assets? Are you just going to stable up and wait it out? Let's check in on some numbers and see what we're looking at. Okay, the heat map is, why is hype? Hype is down tremendously. What the fuck? All right, we're just taking that in for a minute. And that minute has ended. We're going to rip through this shit. Crypto greed and fear index is coming in at 857. We're in the greed zone. Even better than greed zone is where we want. What's crazy? So going from neutral yesterday at 52, just back to the greed zone, 57. In the midst of all this shit I just talked about, like, we want to push the button, like we want to do it. That shit's coming, and crypto market is still going up. What will the official decoupling of the crypto market and TradFi look like? Will it be on a day like the day the housing market collapsed. That was a day. Like, just postulate this shit for a minute. Think about this shit because there are going to be fucking plays. I don't know what they are. I'm asking you what they are, and leave me not a comment because I don't read them, but leave me a DM. Bitcoin dominance, it is green. Ethereum dominance, it was also green, but it just turned flat for the moment. 935% for ETH, 64% for Bitcoin. 9% for ETH. What do you guys think? I love Solana. I love Hyperliquid. Do the new players, like when I talked about this shifting a guard, the new attention span, is there going to be something that comes out that knocks Ethereum off the chart? I'm pulling up the yearly, the yearly ETH and Bitcoin dominance. You know what? Like, just looking at the chart, Bitcoin is winning, right? The other market is dwindling. The Ethereum market, it's at a 5-year low. Bitcoin is at a 5-year high. How does this play out? Do we see Ethereum pinch to the downside and become irrelevant? And the others, like all of these new competitors that do it better, faster, quicker, replace Ethereum? I don't know. If I had the answer, I would be driving a Ferrari right now and not talking to you nerds. But that's how we do it. What are the numbers? We have Bitcoin coming in at 104. We have Ethereum at 2521. It's down 27% on the year. I love saying that because it's the only one in the top 10 that is down on the year. Bitcoin's up fucking 60%, nerds. And I hate to say it, XRP is up 340% because I own none of it. Everything else is in the green. Anything we want to talk about? No. But let's talk about Tron for a second. On the week, it's flat. On the month, it's only up 1.1%. Year to date, it's up 138%. These fucking deals that Justin Tron is inking, have they been represented in price increase? And the answer is no, because fucking everybody's looking at the war. So as much as I don't, I'm not going to say that comment. As much as I don't hold any Tron, I will probably never buy Tron. With that being said, I think this seems like a fucking opportunity. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe Eric Trump and the Trump organization, maybe they're done. Maybe they just disappeared. Does that seem likely? Exactly. Top meme coins by market cap: Pepe, T1, Brad, Shiba Inu, and Doge. T1 is a new entrant to the ecosystem, and it is up 10,000% in the last 20. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. There is not enough beer in the world for me to love this. I wish I knew what T1 was, and I wish I bought it about 8 hours ago. Trump token, it is still trading about the same market cap, coming in at 44, trading at $9.40. I'm on Wax is saying my buy zone is between 10 and 11. I think this is a gift. I could be so wrong, but put it this way: the moment I get my new work contract in writing, I'm going to buy Trump coin because it's in my buy zone, and I am just going to hold this because I think something could happen with it. and it's a gamble. And I'm doing it because it's like I would rather play roulette than poker. No, that's not true. But it's a gamble that could pay off. Bitcoin season is here. It hasn't left. The last time we were in altcoin season was in December. You know, we ran up into altcoin season right before Xmas. And this was right around the time we had this elation about Trump coming in and the crypto president. Shit's going to be fucking awesome. Everybody was like, meme coins are going to go fucking through the roof. Then we introduced tariffs. Then we introduced the Libra token. Then it was probably the Trump token, the Melania token. I don't know which came first, Libra or Melania, but those three tokens simultaneously mixed in with the tariff talk is what erupted everything. And the idea back then was we're going to have short-term pain for long-term pleasure. That was a lie. Because what happened then? We decided to go to fucking war. What does that mean? It means we're in Bitcoin season. It is the fucking gold of the next universe. The universe of tomorrow is Bitcoin gold. Quit buying fucking physical gold because it's not physical. You're buying a fucking digital representation of it. Quit doing that. Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to get to a good stat in a minute. DEX volume coming in at $18.693 billion. We're up 14% on the 24 hours. We're up 14% on the weekly change. That is brilliant. We are supposed to be collapsing. It is sell in May and go away. The fucking summer doldrums. This is when everything sucks. Nobody's supposed to be here in crypto. Keep that in mind while we still see Bitcoin trading above $104,000. Shit's supposed to suck right now. No more. Even the war, at some point, people are going to stop. It'll become information overload. I don't care what's happening with the bombs. What I want to focus on crypto. It's going to happen. Attention deficit disorder is in full play in reverse. This is crazy. So do analytics. I pop on this all the time. Total tokens launched by Pump.Fund today, 1,191. That has to be incorrect. And sometimes this API does not update and there are problems with it, but usually we're at 30,000. On Pump.Fund, good days we were at 70,000 brand new crypto tokens every single day. Then the fucking competitors came and Pump.Fund went from 80, 70,000 tokens to a third of that. And it was divided across these new players, people introducing new initiatives, new ways to interact. But Pump.Fund has continued to innovate. I talked about Soul Jakey's house, the based house, all on Pump.Fund. Like there's some shit going on that's really interesting and it's mind-bending, thought-provoking, and it's giving us a new way to look at how to do shit moving forward. And watching people experiment creatively is the best experience you will ever have to watch. At some point, we're not going to get to watch iterations. People will deliver just final products, and it's going to suck and be boring. Watching people struggle and miss and fail, that's what made YouTube famous. Right? I walk on a tightrope, and there have been times in my life where somebody's like, I would like to film you doing that. It's like, okay. So when I walk on a tightrope, it's not interesting because I have good balance and I can do it. The photographer, the videographer always says, can you struggle on the tightrope so it's more interesting for me to capture? I mean, that's ridiculous. But that's what people want to see. If somebody walks across a tightrope like they're walking on the floor, okay, great. But if somebody's walking on a tightrope and they almost fall and they catch their balance and are re-able, like that's engaging content. Not the fact that the tightrope is 1,000 feet off the ground. None of that shit's important. It's the fall, the recovery. That's the fucking shit. That's what Pump.Fun, all these competitors trying to dial into. The real life iteration. That's what Soul Jakey's doing really good at the Bass House. They're trying shit out, doing this live streaming shit. And the fact that if you as a creator living in the house, your token goes down, you get booted. That's fucking hilarious. These iterations are awesome. Just wait till like the game and the iterations of life that we're seeing becomes synonymous and they're the same somehow. I don't know if it's with your special glasses or AR augmented overlay on whatever you're looking at. Something's coming and it's going to be, I'm here for it. Unless I die. But aside from that happening, I'm here for it and I'm excited about it. I've been a gamer since I was a nerdy kid. Just like you're a nerdy kid, if you think you're ever going to stop gaming or get over it, you're not a nerd. And you should leave now. If you are a nerd, you will stay a nerd. You will live a nerd at all costs. And that is what I do. And when people tell me you shouldn't be on Crypto X after 30, I think you are an absolute moron. You should not be on Crypto X if you're under 30, because you're missing so much about life. I was causing trouble, getting high, getting chased, getting into fights, doing all this shit, traveling the world, playing music, creating art. I lived. I'm on Crypto X to die. Right? Like, you fucking nerds, you go live your fucking life. We have the DXDY. It is in the green at the moment. We have gold pounding down some red arrows. Are people actually getting smart? Do we want to look at the poly market shit? I kind of do because I go through it a lot. Let's see what's new. Will Chamberlain launch a SPAC in 2025? Breaking news. We're only going to go through the top ones. Will the United States strike Fordo nuclear base before July? 59% say yes, which means it's probably going to happen in the next day. Will Israel invade Iran before July? U.S. refuels Israel jets for strikes on Israel. These things are happening, I believe. Some of the poly market shit is really interesting, which means I am not going to get into it anymore today. Tomorrow, I have a fucking absolutely crazy 18-hour workday. I'm going to be up at the shit crack of dawn. But I think there's going to be, I don't know, some video people here. There might be an ability for me to capture some unusual, interesting content that you guys have not seen that will be part of the story moving forward and how I am going to try and bring some magic to the space. And I'm not going to be able to do it. Like, I'm just one nerd, but there's a bunch of people in this community that I am involved with that are fucking brilliant. And I am going to tap in to those people. If you guys tuned in, I appreciate you. Give a like, give a share, do whatever nice people do. Leave a comment, do something like that. Tune into the live stream tomorrow and come on the fucking space. Give me your alpha. Give me your comments. I can fucking run it up with 10 people here. And it would be fun as shit to shoot the shit with you nerds. But apparently you don't think that is fun. I get it. I still love you. Thank you for tuning in. Give a like, give a share, boom. And go buy some fucking merch. I make $1 every time you buy a t-shirt. Or get a hat. The hats look really good on people. You can wear them forwards. You can wear them backwards. If you wear them backwards, you could wear them when it's super windy. You could be like driving in a convertible car. Put your hat on backwards, and it's not going to fall off. And if you can keep a Rare Bits hat on your skull, you're going to be happy. And just wait for some of these interesting activations that I got coming. Participation is required. Do with that what you will. Neat shit's coming, nerds. I promise. I've been here for a minute. I've struggled. I've been through it. And when people actually get to put it all back together and really start building, maybe shit happens. I don't know. You're going to have to stay tuned. I hope you do.